Hi, I'm Woody from CameraSecurityNow.com. Today we're going to show you how to open the ports on your router so that you can view your camera server through the web. We're going to show you a couple examples. We've got a Linksys router here and also a Netgear router. Okay, the first thing we need to do is find the IP of our router. So what we can do is go to Start and then Run. And then in there you want to type CMD and hit Enter. That'll bring up your command window. Then you type IP CONFIG for ipconfig. And here you'll see IP address, which if you're on the camera server will be the IP of the camera server. And you've got default gateway, which is usually your router. So what we want to do is go open up an Internet Explorer window and type in that IP address that you saw there for gateway, which ours is 192.168.0.1. And if you haven't set a password here, it'll be the default password, which you'll have to look in your manual to find. Ours here is admin and then password. You see on our menu here, we've got services. We want to go there and say add custom service. First one we'll do will be web server. Just type that name in here. TCP is fine, we'll leave it at that. And we want port 80 for web server. Start and finish. Hit apply. And we'll have to add the command port, which is 4550. Data port is 5550. And the audio port 6550. Now that we have all of our services in here, we need to go to Rules and add all those in here on inbound services. We'll start with what we made web. Find that in here, port 80, web server. And we want to make sure that we type our camera server's IP in there, which was .2.192.168.0.2. Hit apply. Next we had command, same IP address. Data. And audio. There you can see we've got all of our ports set up to forward to our camera servers. For our Linksys router, we're basically going to do the same thing. Just go to Run again, type CMD again, and type ipconfig. You can see on the Linksys our IP is different. It's .1.100 for our camera server, and the IP of our Linksys router is .1.1. We'll just type that into Internet Explorer again. And our default password on this one's a little different. It's admin, and what we want to do is go to advanced up here, go to forwarding, and then we just have a list here that we can type all our stuff into. A web server on port 80 to port 80, put a check mark in TCP, and our IP address of our camera server was .100, and check enable, and we'll do that for each one. Command, say apply, and settings are successful, and that should be it. We can just close this and it should be set up. Okay, the first thing we need to do is make sure that the web server is actually running in our GeoVision software. So what we'll do is press F to get out of full screen, and you want to go down here to your network icon. Click that and just make sure there's a check right here on webcam server. If there's not, just go ahead and put that in there and it should give you this server setup screen. You can just press OK to that. There is an option in here to change your HTTP port. Normally you'll use port 80. Some cases we've seen, like DSL ISPs block port 80, so then we'll have people go in here and switch it to 8080. We'll just leave that at 80 for now though. So just say OK to the screen, and you should see web over here. Just make sure that's running. Then we'll minimize out of our software, and what we want to do is go into the control panel and go to Windows Firewall. You'll see an exceptions tab, and you just want to make sure that your GeoVision software is in here under port 80. If it's not, you can just add a port, just call it web server for port 80. You'll see we've already got port 80 running in here, so it won't let us make another one. So just say OK to that. So now our web server is running, and we know that Windows Firewall isn't blocking any part of the GeoVision software. Thanks for watching. This has been Woody O from CameraSecurityNow.com. And now that you've got your ports set up, you should be able to access your camera server from the web.